The Federal Reserve has cut interest rates for the second time this year. The Fed on Thursday announced a 1/4 percentage point reduction 2 months after the 1/2 percentage point cut back in September. Earlier, Chair Jerome Powell was asked if the election could impact the central bank's decision making.
In the near term, the election will have no effects on our policy decisions. Now, just in principle, it's possible that any administration's policies or policies put in place by Congress could have economic effects that over time that would matter for our pursuit of our dual mandate goals.
Kristin Myers joins us now. She's the editor-in-chief for ETF.com, a company that helps investors and advisors. Kristin, so good to have you on set.
Thanks for having
What
me.
does this rate cut mean for everybody's finances?
Yes, so for just regular folks that are just watching right now at home, you're going to see things get a lot cheaper. So we're looking at those credit card interest rates. They're going to be coming down, which is definitely good news for anyone that's carrying some credit card debt. You're also going to see some mortgage rates potentially also start to come down. So just really any time you have to go get a loan, borrowing is going to become just a little bit cheaper with these rate cuts.
And so we were talking about, we heard Jerome Powell say the election won't impact the Fed in the short term. What about the long term? What does a Trump presidency mean for the Fed?
That is the big question mark, because investors right now kind of pretty much know what the Fed is going to do for the remainder of 2024. But what they do for 2025 is a big question mark, because it really depends on what the Trump administration is going to do. Primarily around 2 big things I could really kind of call out right now. 1, tariffs, and 2, any kind of tax cuts. Now, both of those things are going to be inflationary. And right now we have the Federal Reserve kind of cutting those rates. If we start to see inflation tick back up, they're going to either pause those rate cuts, or they might even actually decide to put rate hikes back on the table.
Powell said he wouldn't resign from the Fed if Trump asked him to. We know that Trump has voiced his displeasure with Jerome Powell. What is allowed, and what would happen if the White House and the Federal Reserve are at odds?
Yeah, so they have been at odds. I mean, back in 2018, essentially then President Trump said, hey, I want to fire this guy. He's raising rates way too fast. He didn't like it at all, and he kind of threatened to fire him. Can he do that is really the big question. The short answer is no. He can't just go and say, hey, Jerome Powell, you've got to go. But the fact is that Jerome Powell is a political appointee. So after his term is over, he might not get appointed again. He was appointed originally by President Trump, and then he had his term extended by President Biden. That term, once it ends, he might not get another appointment. 2, can he be fired? Well, President Trump can try. It is definitely going to be a legal battle, because it's not clear in the law if he can just go and try to remove him. He's allowed to remove him for cause. What does for cause mean?
Okay.
I imagine that there will be a lot of different legal scholars on both sides of the aisle that are going to say, yes, he can do it. No, he can't. But he can't just show up and say, I'm going to fire you tomorrow.
I got to be quick with you on this. Do we know whether, I know the year's almost over, are we going to see any more rate cuts in 2024? I know you said 2025 is still a question mark.
Yeah, so in 2024, we have about 40 days till the next rate cut. 73% chance right now markets are pricing in another 1/4 percentage rate cut. So we are expected to see at least one more.
Kristin Myers, thank you so much.
Of course.